Hi everyone, and welcome to another edition of LeisureWorld Model Railway. Okay, so I've been playing around with Hunt couplings. There's lots of videos about this. They've been around for a while now, a couple of years. And I've been decided to go and get some and invest in some myself. This is where you get them from, westhillwagonworks.co.uk. And basically, originally all my rolling stock had these NEM couplings, NEM standard couplings. So that's what I've currently got. So I've decided to replace them with these Hunt Elite couplings. So initially I was at a show and I bought some, this is a mixture of lengths, 15 pairs of Elite couplings from West Hill Wagon Works. And you get 15 pairs of mixture of lengths. And basically, they look like this. So you get a number of them in this packet, and they're intermediate, standard and close. Now on them, if I can find it, there is a little symbol. You might be able to just see that. Okay, so on them there is an I just here marked for, that's for intermediate, or there's an S marked here for standard. So these are intermediate or standard. The packet also comes with some close, which have a C on them. Now this is only on, these markings are only on one side of each coupling, and on the other side there's nothing. So when you join them together, you just have to make sure that both the letters are pointing upwards. So if I was to take an S, just pull that off the, let me just put those down. Take one of those, and if I took another, let me just put that there, took another one from the other side, doesn't matter whether they're intermediate or standard or close or whatever, and then you join them together, as long as they're both got their things up the right way. So you've got an I and an S there, if you can see that. Intermediate and a standard, and they'll join. So as long as you got both the letters up the right way, on this side there's nothing on that side, then they just clip together, as simple as that. And so any combination of coupling will work, and they just go together. So it's really easy to connect them, and it makes it really easy when you've got your carriages or your rolling stock to just pull them apart and join them together, and I'll show you that in a moment. So I started off with this intermediate pack, but there's quite a big gap between those. So I then looked at the close couplings. Now the close couplings are these ones, which are smaller. These are 9mm in length in total. So a pair of close couplings is 9mm, and you can see there's a C on these. Just see the C, and that comes together and goes like that. Okay, so most of my rolling stock I put close couplings on, but on the Glacier Express, as you'll see in a moment, I've really gone for it, and I bought some what are called ultra close couplings. Now these have an X on them. See the X on either side? So a couple of ultra close couplings are only 7mm in length, and that makes them really close, because the 7mm just about protrudes to the edge of the carriage, so the carriages literally touch, and you'll see that on the Glacier Express. So that's basically, there's lots of videos of these Elite close couplings, but check them out on the internet, and I'm going to now show you some my rolling stock with them attached, and I'll show you more in a moment. Just before that, I'll these are the two packs. So you'll see one's called close couplings, the other one's called ultra close couplings. You get 10 pairs per pack, and that's how they come in packets looking like that. So that's what to look for if you're going to go and purchase any of these. Right, let's show you the rolling stock and do some running sessions. Okay, so this is Glacier Express, and as you can see, the join between the carriages is almost non-existent. They are literally touching, and they're using the ultra close couplings. So as we go down the carriage, or down the train rather, so they're all using the ultra close, and then I think I've got a close coupling and an ultra close on the end carriage, so it's pretty close to the engine as well, but not too close. But yeah, so we're going to fire this up. So we'll first of all put the front headlights on, turn on the engine. Now while that's warming up, the first thing that happens is the driver always does a yodel before starting, so let's get him. Okay, so that's one of the functions. Right, so if we set this off, get the old whistle going, and off we go. And you'll see how close the couplings are as it's pulling along. As it goes in the tunnel. So there you have it, that's the Glacier Express, as they call it, the world's slowest express train, and that's with ultra close couplings on, and as you can see, that looks really realistic. It looks almost like you could walk between the carriages. There really is little gap, and that's a 7mm gap. So let's just stop that. Now on the other platform we have the Capital. Now on these I've got the close couplings. Now these carriages are longer, so I tried ultra close and I found that going around the bends it wouldn't have it, so I needed to change them to close couplings rather than ultra close. So they're still pretty close, and there's not much gap between them, but because the carriages are longer, as it took the bends, it needed a bit more. So we'll just show you this one going. One moment while I get it all set up. Turn it on.
Votre attention s'il vous plaît. Le train rapide 1009, dénommé le Capitole, première classe à destination de Toulouse-Matabiau va partir. Il servira les gares de Limoges-Bénédictin, Brive-la-Gaillarde, Cahors, Montauban et Toulouse-Matabiau. Ce train comporte une voiture restaurant et un service de restauration à la place. Attention, ce train n'est accessible qu'aux voyageurs ayant acquitté le supplément spécial. Fermez les portières s'il vous plaît. Attention au départ.
That is the capital train, and this one also has other functions on it. The Glacier Express has the same station announcements like the one you've just heard. So if I set this one off, and let's get that going. And you can see that the close couplings are much closer together on this. So here we go as it comes round. But they're still very close, so it looks pretty realistic. Apologies for some of the filming, it's because I'm trying to control the iPad and film at the same time, which is not the easiest thing to do. There you go, that is with close couplings as opposed to ultra close, which the Glacier Express has. What should come through and out and round. So there you have it, that's that one. And I've got one more train to show you, so let me just set that up and then I'll show you the final one. Okay, finally I have this train from, this is only 3 I've done so far, I haven't done the freight stuff. This one is also close couplings. This is again long carriages, so ultra close couplings I found wasn't working. So this train is pretty cool because it has, first of all, a instrument panel on the control cab. Now I'm not sure if I can get in there to see that. Where is it? There, see the instrument control panel, and that can be turned on or turned off to light it up. So if I turn it off, and then you've got also the description board at the front of the train which comes on. Put the red lights on, so normal lights or the red lights, because this is the control coach, so it'll be at the back. And then the cab lights come on. If you want the whole cab on, you can see the detail in the cab now. And then if I turn the instrument panel on, I'm not sure if you can see that, it doesn't really show once the cab lights are on. But there you go. But the most cool thing about this is it's also got fluorescent lights in the carriages. So if I turn on the passenger carriages, then you'll see they're like fluorescent lights the way they turn on. So let me just turn them, and if I turn on the luggage compartment as well, that's how they turn on. So let me turn off the passenger lights again, and turn them on again. And they sort of, so that's quite realistic the way they do that. Right, okay, so sorry, I'm just going to try and get to the iPad to get this train going, and you'll see this one moving. So Let's look around. Oh, wrong way, that would help. Okay, here we go. So this is again close coupling as opposed to ultra close coupling, which is on the Glacier Express. But as it goes round, you'll see the gap between the carriages. As I say, I tried close coupling, but it just seemed a bit, it didn't like the cornering. You've got to have a really wide, well, short carriages to get the close coupling working around the corners, I find. And there you have it. So that is Hunt close couplings and ultra close couplings in operation at LeisureWorld Model Railway. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and hit that button if you want to see more videos. I'm always adding to this layout, so there'll always be something to see. So thanks for watching, and I'll show you more in the near future. Thanks and bye.